All right, well, let's get started.
On a late spring morning, Gabriel Juarez is leading troops into battle.
We'll kind of start down here and work our way this way.
All hands help.
We are pulling our friends, or not so much friends, cheatgrass.
I'm a weed warrior amongst other weed warriors.
A group with a funny name, fighting serious foes.
It does tend to be a lot of work, but we couldn't do what we do without our volunteers.
4 recruits pulling together on the battlefield at Indian Ford Meadow Preserve
We're really serving a great purpose.
to uproot an occupying force.
Today we are primarily targeting Russian thistle and cheatgrass.
We don't want non-natives. We want the native grasses.
The Deschutes Land Trust started the Weed Warriors program on their preserves around Central Oregon in 2006. Ongoing restoration efforts across their 18,000 plus acres is a heavy lift. 4 years of weeding, seeding, and planting on this site.
I've seen this area improve dramatically.
This team is concentrating on the western edge of a 63-acre tract north of Sisters.
Look at all those weeds. Bye-bye.
These non-native species rob moisture and nutrients from the soil, choking out the native grasses like
Various species of bunch grasses in here, fescue, Great Basin wild rye, squirrel tail.
the weeds also dry out quickly, providing fuel for wildfires. Volunteer warrior Jose Gratterall learned another downside to cheatgrass the hard way.
My dog got in their ear, and that very annoying for them, but also an expensive vet bill.
I've been pulling this on our own property, the cheatgrass, for about 4 weeks. We just don't want it on our properties.
Lately, Ellen Bernard's Malin is more of a full-time weed warrior.
Yes. Yeah, I just really believe in getting rid of the non-native and planting more of the native.
Every little bit helps, because if we just ignore it, it's just going to just proliferate everywhere.
Dennis D'Amici believes in the mission.
Just trying to give back and trying to get it back to maybe where it was.
They'll bag up the cheat so as not to leave the seeds behind.
Getting it while it's young and tender like this is really important.
Up next in their crosshairs,
Russian thistle. Very elusive.
alias the tumbleweed.
I think of these big things that are flying across the highway, and they jam up. And yeah, he says they will double in size in a week if it rains. It's amazing.
Since the weed hasn't gone to seed,
Pick it up and just put it there.
they're easy to pick off.
You know, there's always going to be weeds here and there, but overall, because we've been so consistent with our efforts to control invasives here, it's improved a lot.
On this day, the weed warriors won the battle, but the war wages on.
Sometimes it can be overwhelming. However, you just have to just dive in, do it, and just look at your progress and realize that you are making some impact.
Forward progression in a seemingly uphill conflict to restore the land.
It takes a warrior spirit to go after some of these weeds. That's for sure. It's not for the faint-hearted.
This is fun.
Yeah, we did cover a lot of ground.
Outside Sisters, Steve Kaufman, Central Oregon Daily News.